Hi, John O'Brien again. I thought I'd come back with another video. If you've come this far, then you're pretty excited, because I know I am. So with this video, I'm going to try and talk a bit slower, and I'm going to go through those key points one by one. Nobody likes a long video, but I've tried to smash out those short videos, which is what everybody recommends, but you just don't seem to be able to make the key points. So bear with me, and I'll try and promote or offer you these things and explain it a bit better. First of all, we're talking about the Estelle ecosystem, where we want to invite you on board. The ecosystem is a group of installers that we want to certify and get on board to help us promote our product. It's a bit of a you help us, we help you type of strategy. So with the membership on joining the certification or becoming an ecosystem member, that group of installers we believe will become the elite group of installers. It's the only group of certified installers in Australia that we know of, and we believe we'll be the first. So you'll be able to come in on the entry level of that, depending on how far established it is, and you'll get bragging rights against all your rivals of being part of that unique group. And this helps you develop trust when you're out measuring and quoting or in the retail environment with and promoting yourself. Certification helps the end user or the customer that you're dealing with establish that trust with you, because they know that you've been put through a process with questions, etc., to certify or to judge whether you're capable of becoming one of those elite installers. So it's all about prestige, and most importantly, because everything's about sales these days, we want the person that you're selling to adopt that trust in you that you are going to do a superior job. Okay, so the certification process is very simple. We have just a bit of a questionnaire. It's on the back of a trade license. You don't have to have a trade license, but it's always helpful if you do have a trade license. It cuts out a few of those questions. And then, of course, we've just got, with that, we provide our recipe for success, which is basically our minimum standards and operating procedures. It's a great manual. I spent a lot of time writing this. You may not be aware that I had a shower screen company before this one, and pretty much pioneered frameless shower screens back in the day. I sold that about 15 years ago when I started to manufacture and make hardware, which is what I'm in today. So a lot of tips and tricks in that. You'll get one of those when you come on board. The next thing I want to talk about is the product range that we offer. Because in this booklet that I can send out to you, we mention the dual point price strategy. We're now calling that the multi-price point strategy. The top of the range product that we've got now is what we call Stealth. Stealth is this, it's a product range that we developed and I patented. You can see this is the outside of it. You've still got the plastic covers on this, so it's not how the chrome work would normally appear. And on the inside you can see no screws again. So the Stealth is what we hide all the screw fixings, and you can see our patent on there. So if you're getting, I don't know if there's any copies in the market yet, but you know, it happens. So if there's not a patent number on there, be careful. It could be a patent infringement, and you certainly don't want to end up in court. But more to the point, the Stealth range, that's the hinge. This is a bracket. I've chosen a black one here because black is a little bit popular these days. And the covers just simply come off. You can see with this one you've got, it's elongated. These are really good when you're trying to install the panels and you want to wind them up. So once they're on the wall, you know, you can easily move to the left, move to the right. You get about 6 or 7 mil of left and right hand adjustment. The customer doesn't get to see the screws offset from the hole. It doesn't see the hole. Then you just simply put the cover on, nip it up, and once again there's no visible fixings on that. Might be a bit hard to pick up in black, but you can see there's no screws. This is what we call a friction mount. Same principle with the elongated screw. It just means that there's no hole in glass required, and it's a friction mount. So just things that we do. Always thinking, always developing. So that's the Stealth range. Now I wanted to talk to you about the Stealth range because that's what we're calling, with our multi-point price strategy, you get to offer 3 prices. We have this, part of our sales aids is this, it's a folder. So inside this folder you can put your quotation and any marketing information that we provide you. So this is our brochure. So that can all go down there with your business card. You leave this behind with the customer. It talks about your certification. You put your number down here. It just helps once again develop that trust and rapport with the customer. And with the multi-point price strategy, I'll just go straight to the point here. This is a mock-up, so you can do this any way you like. But the bottom line here is that we're offering 2. We suggest that you offer 3 price points: the Stealth, the Classics, and the Industry. So Stealth is the cover series, or the series with the covers that I just pointed out to you. The Classics are the Boston, Aspen, Romano. That's just a typical square, traditional flat square, a beveled and a curved one. If you don't know about those ranges, go to Estelle.com and have a look through that, and you'll learn all about that. And last of all is our economy or budget or entry level range, which is Industry. This is not made by me, but it's a solution to that entry level, and you can compete at that low level. So if they're just shopping on price, then of course they'll pick the cheapest of your 3 options. But as I pointed out in one of the early videos, if they're spending a lot of money and they want to be seen, people are egotistical, so they want to buy something new, something exciting, you can point them in the direction of the Classics because they have a lifetime guarantee and a reputation of reliability. Or you can move them up to the Stealth. And whenever you move them up a level, of course that's more profit for you. And that's what we're all about here. We're trying to keep the market alive. Instead of driving the prices down, we're out there researching, developing, innovating, and patenting all new products, such as the Stealth range, to try and help you guys obtain the higher dollar to the higher market, thus making higher profits for you. So that's what we're all about in terms of the multi-price point sales strategy. And once again, those 3 price points, you put those 3 price points down, the customer automatically has a rapport with you on trust, because you're basically saying we can offer you whatever product it is that best suits your needs. We're not trying to sell you something cheap. We're not trying to sell you something expensive and explain it. We're not trying to sell you something in the middle and justify it. We're basically saying we can offer you all 3. It's up to you. The comfort of your lounge chair. You choose which one you want to use. Whichever one you choose, the one thing we do guarantee is it will be installed by a certified frameless shower screen installer of the Estelle brand. So you have that reputation and that trust. Always trying to develop that trust with the customer, but you've got to have the product to back it up. So the next thing I want to talk to you about is Select a Quote. I touched on that earlier. Select a Quote is our online shopping portal, and this is probably the big game changer if multi-price point sales isn't, where customers can online choose an installer, and only our ecosystem installers will be on the site, and they can buy a shower screen online. So it's very easy steps. You won't be able to see this, but I can certainly get a pack up to you that has all this. They choose a configuration, and then they just enter their sizes. They select Boston, Aspen, Romano, polished chrome, another finish, whatever glass they want, and then it will arrive at the price. If they're happy with that, and our research shows that they will be, you get to choose what price point is there. You control all that. So your price will appear. If they're happy with that, they simply buy now. But behind that, they know that they're dealing with a reputable person who's been handpicked by Estelle, certified Estelle, and you're in that elite group of ecosystem membership certified installers. So once again, developing the trust with the customer. We want them to push there, buy right there and then. And it's a sale. It's not a lead. It's you've got the job. So once they hit buy now, they put down a 20% deposit. That deposit is held by us until you go out and do the site measure. Once you do the site measure, both parties are in agreement, then we release the deposit to you. So it's very simple steps. There's just a protection in there for the customer. Always thinking about the end user, so that we retain that level of trust. So if there's anything they're not happy about, we just simply refund the money. No questions asked. And not forgetting again, it's a sale. So you're not driving out there competing for a free measure and quote and trying to sell on site. You simply got the job. All you've got to do is go out there and verify. Just confirm the measurements, what they've entered, make sure the selections they're happy with, and then just take the measurements. It's pretty simple. So that's basically the ecosystem and how it works. My company is right there behind you. We think that we've got everything that you need to succeed in that. It's all in our recipe for success. Not to mention we have all these finishes. You've probably seen that or know that. Not going to jump out at you there. There's pretty much nothing that we can't do. Having my own manufacturing facility, I can customise anything. We customise angles. You can see what we're doing with innovation. Speaking of which, innovation, there's something, if you come on board, that I've got to tell you, it's top secret. Calling it the Statesman. We're looking at releasing this very, very soon. It's going to be a big game changer. Once again, that's what we do. We innovate, which is invent, we patent and release high-end products with lifetime guarantees. So those people out there that have the confidence and the trust with the installer or the sales reps, they want quality, they know where to come, and they'll be buying it from you. So we'd really like you on board there. So the next step, I guess, is to call me and let me know that you're interested. To the point that we send out, we'll send out these packs. This is that folder that shows you all the marketing material with your business card. And another one I'll send you up is, it just has a bit of literature about, this is your invitation, and it just talks about what I mentioned on the video, and select a quote. And if you haven't already got one, just let me know, and I can send you up the industry price catalogue. And of course there's the Estil E3 if you don't already have one. And you know, if you don't know about us, then we just bagged up with lots and lots of stuff. There's pages and pages and pages, and everything in here is specifically for frameless shower screens or related to bathrooms. So that's our niche. That's what we do. We believe we're the best in the business. Certainly a lot of people around the world believe the same thing. And I want to thank you for your time. Please give me a call, and I'll send you up the information, and we'll get you started, get you on board. Thanks for your time.